What's up, YouTube? It's great to be back. My name is Oscar. This is my channel where I talk about reality, awareness, and evolving into your highest, most authentic version, finding out your true nature beyond the conventional. So, today's topic is going to be about remember this. Everyone is in their own bubble of reality, their own bubble of interpretation when it comes to reality. Okay? And that everyone sees things from their internal point of view, which is reflected back to them. All right, so I want to talk about this because this is one of those deep, profound realizations that I had that changed my life, literally forever. Like after I found this out, after I started to experience it day by day, it was like, wow, this is really happening, and damn, because everyone is at a different stage of their development, of their conscious evolution, okay? Whether you choose to evolve or not. And also, the laws of reality, of how reality works, it all pertains to each and every individual that's on this earth, whether they like it or not. So they're living their life, of course, within an illusion of what's actually going on, but it's still happening to them nonetheless. So by me sharing these videos with you, and for those of you who are watching, thank you. You are here because you are now at this level of awareness where you can finally start to figure out and put things together, to see the truth behind the curtain, behind the scenes, and to see what you haven't been seeing your entire life because you hadn't reached this level of awareness, but now you have. So there you go. Okay, so I just want to give a little background about my experiences because this has been something that I've been literally living and experiencing for months now. And I couldn't really understand what was going on. So you could call me a slow learner. But I really wanted to understand so I can finally make this video and finally realize the truth about the situation because everyone is facing this and everyone is literally butting heads. And what I want to say is that I used to see every single person living in the same world, but at the same time in their own world. And you probably have heard of that. You know, you're always in your head. You're living in your own reality, okay? That's your imagination. But literally everyone is in their own world, their own bubble of interpretation, their own illusion, their own limited beliefs. And why is that? It's because going back to the topic of another video, I said that your external world, whatever is going on outside of you, whatever you see to be true in your life, is a reflection of what you already believe and know within yourself. It's all being just reflected back to you. If you believe that birds always poop on your car, I bet your birds are going to poop on your car. Okay? While if I believe that a bird never poops in my car, then a bird is never going to poop on my car. That's just an example. So that's what I mean by your beliefs and everything that you are, that you feel, that you think is being reflected back to you. And that's why it's so important to gain control over your mind, over your thoughts, over your emotions, so you can officially create your reality. Because imagine if you were thinking all these thoughts, which a lot of people are, and that they have no control over how they feel and how they react to certain situations, but are instead are being triggered, then you are passively creating your reality, and that's not good. Why is that not good? Because you are gonna think these random thoughts that might not be positive, that might be against your dreams and wishes, and therefore it never happens, or it takes a long, long time to happen. So this week is going to be super interesting because I'm going to make an Wow, I'm talking a little too fast. This week is going to be very interesting because every single day of the week I'll be making a video about finally understanding these counterparts, right? These facets of your existence, that realm of your brain and how things work when you think certain things, why you think certain things, and the nature of who we are, basically. But this is the first step. I really want you guys to know and understand this message. that everyone's at their own stage and everyone lives within their own illusion, all with how many belief systems you have. So, for example, you have one person that has, is open, is receptive, that wants to evolve, wants to become their best version, and every day sets the intention and thinks about, oh, I want to know this, I want to know this, and is doing the personal development to shed away their ego, to kill the ego completely and become pure, unconditional love, right? Every day they're trying hard to do that. So, guess what? Reality, the external world, is going to reflect back to that person the people, the guidance, all the tools that that person needs to reach their best version. The ideas, the thoughts, the inspiration, the challenges to overcome, giving you the opportunity to evolve or repeat. Evolve or repeat. But so it's up to you. That's the amazing thing about it. So this person is going to get all the things that it needs to evolve, while you get the other person over here that doesn't want to evolve, has limited, narrow beliefs, and that every day thinks sporadic thoughts about who they are in life. Therefore, they get a random, chaotic reality where they think they're a human being and they don't know what the heck's going on with life. That's what we have here in this hand. And guess what? That reality gets reflected back to this person, and therefore, each and every day that this person continues with these belief systems, the belief grows stronger over time. While this person keeps learning more and more about reality, about the truth, about creation, infinitely, expanding on what this person learns. It keeps on evolving, keeps on evolving. While this one stays stuck right here. So that's the difference I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you that each and every person is going to have a different reality. But there's always going to be that one truth. Not one truth, there's an infinite truths out there to learn. But what I'm saying is that to find the real truth, right? The clear truth without any bias, without any ego involved, distortions, right? Tainted truth. No, the actual truth. The only way you're going to attain the actual truth is to literally eliminate the personality. Keep your individuality. Keep what keeps you unique. But delete that crap that gets triggered whenever an event or experience or situation happens, and become pure, unconditional love. Just keep an open mind and keep learning about your multidimensional, infinite nature. And that's how you start to have those experiences that are based on the actual truth, because you've made yourself in such a way where now you are one with the fabric of reality, so to speak. You are one with everything, and that's where you gain that unity, that love for every single human being, the trees, the grass, all that stuff comes because you have emptied yourself out of all that BS, those falsities, those, I don't know if that's a word, to be honest, but those false beliefs and things that you've learned throughout life. You're letting go of everything, and therefore you're becoming an infinite vessel, a conduit for the truth to be literally shed and spread out through. You're just pure love with knowledge and wisdom, and you keep evolving. But someone who's not doing that is never going to reach that state unless they actually take that conscious decision and make that choice. And that's why there's that whole fuss about free will. Because each choice that you make gets you closer and closer to the truth, or gets you deeper and deeper into the illusion of what's not true, of what's false, of what's material. Remember, we do live in the material world, but to really understand the material world, you must be coming from a spiritual perspective. You have to have that spiritual perception. The way you look at the world has to be through your, I guess, instead of beer goggles, right? Your spiritual goggles. And that's basically how it is. That person that has emptied themselves out and has done the personal development is going to have lenses that are true wisdom, and they can see everything clearly for what it is. They can see that everything has that basis of quantum physics, of energy, that every single thing is energy, and that they can have influence over their reality, that they can create their reality, and that they are one with reality. Yes, one. But the other person that has those other goggles, those limited beliefs, they're going to see everything random, chaotic, with limited beliefs. Oh my God, why is this happening? Oh man, life sucks. It's because you're not choosing to make the personal development. You don't want to change. You don't want to let go of that person who you think you are. And that's why you have that choice every single day. If there's something that you're not excelling in life, if there's something that's troubling you, maybe a flaw you might have, right? Something you need to improve, it's going to be represented to you. Smoking cigarettes, for example. If you want to quit, you're going to get a bunch of people trying to get you to keep smoking. You get me? But it's going to be like random. And you have that decision. Do I want to evolve, let go completely, and, use my will and say, no, I don't want to smoke anymore? Or are you going to repeat the same thing over and over again? Ah, fine, give me one. And you start smoking. You see? So you have that conscious decision every single day. So I want you to keep this in mind, because as you go through life, as you start this conscious journey and you expand your consciousness, you're going to start to notice that every single person is like this. Right now, you might not be able to see it because you might, to a certain extent, still be within the illusion. But to break out of the illusion and to see people and in their own illusion, their own reality, how it works, you're going to see how unaware they are of what's happening right now. Through my experience, I found out that talking to different people, literally, when one place and moving on to another place, I start to see that all those beliefs that they have, every single thing that they believe, is just a representation of who they think they are inside. So even though we might know about, the main things that are happening, the celebrities, the movies that are coming out in the theaters, the actual way reality works is being represented back to us differently for each person. So therefore, each person's experience might be unique to them. They might think that they witnessed the truth, but in reality, it was just a tainted image of what's actually happening. Because you have to clear yourself first. You have to do the work, or else you're not going to see things for what it is. And this takes time. This takes practice. So then you are going to have the clear sight, the true vision of what this world is, and you can keep on expanding. And let me tell you, it's going to be crazy, because as you go on this journey, you're going to think you're crazy at times. There were times in my life where I thought that I was, you know, bipolar, multi-personality, all these things. But it's because so badly I wanted to evolve into my highest version. I wanted to find out the truth of who I was. So when all this information started coming to me, all these realizations, all these ideas, and my reality shattered. Everything that I previously knew about life, all the things that I learned growing up when I was a kid, everything was literally canceled out. Everything was, I could see it clearly that it was a lie, that it was BS. So imagine how that makes a person feel, for someone that's actually having that urge to find out who they are and their true self. So you're going to have your ups and downs. It's going to be a roller coaster. So prepare yourself for the ride. And hopefully this video helps on the ride, so it can be a little more, it can be smoother. So you can actually see the ups and downs and understand, when you go down, are you going to keep going down, or are you going to go up? You get me? So be expansive and stay open-minded. And know that every single person has that decision for themselves. And it's going to be very, very hard to convince someone else that what you're seeing, what you're perceiving, and how you're evolving is, wow, this is crazy, this is the truth. And you share with your parents, or you share with your closest friends who haven't made that decision for themselves yet. They're going to have a hard time believing you, because guess what? They haven't made that choice for themselves. Therefore, their reality still reflects back to them limited beliefs and the illusion of the physical world, of the material world. They still haven't tapped into their multidimensional beingness, that infinite truth and power, that creator self. So let everyone go at their own pace and realize that to reach higher states, you have to empty yourself out of that personality. And I'll be making videos of that in the future on how to let go of your personality, of connecting with presence instead of being a person. I know it sounds freaky at first, but trust me, life becomes so much better. You become more expansive, you become a more intelligent, genius. Basically, like I said, infinite creator. That's what you become because you are connected with everything. So imagine that. Imagine being love. Close your eyes and imagine this potential that you have within you, but that there is work to be done. You have to go through your own changes, your own transformations, and you're not alone. If you ask for this and you want this to happen for you, and you want this information, this wisdom to be reflected back to you, you have to do the internal work. You have to believe, you have to want. And before you see any changes, you're going to have that faith. I'll make another video about faith too. You're going to have that faith before you see the results. But guess what? Once you see those first signs of results, once you start seeing numbers everywhere, for example, then that belief within you, remember, over time, just like those limited beliefs grow stronger, those narrow-minded beliefs, so do your infinite beliefs. They grow stronger and stronger each time you start to experience them in your life. Therefore, as time goes by, you keep on evolving and you keep on reaching higher levels of your infinite potential. So I hope you enjoy this video. And also, last thing, I'm sorry this video is so long, but I really wanted to get this message out there. I just want to say that, isn't it crazy how intelligent the design, the fabric of reality is? The fact that each and every person, even in the same room, is getting reflected back to them a different type of reality, a different interpretation of the world. We could be looking at the same sentence, but get a different response within ourselves. And that every single person has their own chaotic reality happening with them. One person might be in the flow of life, the other person passively creating the reality and thinking that life is literally random when it's not. And that every single thing happens for a reason. Why? Because you are one with the fabric of reality. Imagine how infinitely intelligent and complex you are, that you are in connection, in conjunction, united with reality. That whatever goes on here happens from outside. Well, supposedly outside. That it feels like it's coming from outside. But remember, as the belief grows stronger, you will be able to get to feel that everything that happens here and how it comes back and how it comes out, comes back, and therefore the law of attraction. The law of attraction is just that one of those basic tools to assist you in seeing your creative power, how you can attract all that you want, and that you can create the life for your dreams, no problem. And that anything is possible because you are a creator of your reality. So I leave you with that. Hopefully this gives you something to think about, gives you a higher perspective to view people, and how you can see that everyone's literally in their own bubble, their own world of what they think is right. But in reality, it is just their bias, their ego, and their limited beliefs that are getting represented to them that therefore confirms what they believe. But now you're on a new path. You're on a new journey, hopefully, and you will reach your highest potential. I'm sure of it. So leave me a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't. If you want to, if it resonates with you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Let's continue to evolve. I'll see you in the next video. This week is going to be exciting.